Hello everyone, I'm Wu
I'm Hong
Li Ji.
Today we are going to introduce is Wang Tingrui. He had applied for the Department of Foreign Language and Literature at National Taiwan University. And we'll start our report from why he chose the department and the question about the Department of Foreign Language, then to the tips of learning English. And now let's welcome Hong Yumin to start the report.
At the beginning of grade 1, the senior totally didn't know what to do in his future, so he took part in many camps, trying to understand his interests. And it turns out that his interests are not related to category 2. In the second grade, he chose between category 1 and category 3. Finally, he chose category 3. One reason is the results of category 3 are richer than those of category 1. The other was that his parents high expectation of actually studying Department of Medicine. But when it comes to the college entrance exam in the third grade, after he checked those answers, he found that he got 1 first grade in science subject. It almost meant he had to give up Department of Medicine. After deciding not to take designated subject test, he spent the whole winter vacation thinking about which department he might fit in. He thinks that he liked to read English novels in his high school years, and he also enjoyed teaching classmates English. So he chose Department of Foreign Languages. He hoped to broaden and deepen his English knowledge and help other students enjoy studying English, not just learn English by rote memory. Okay, so let's welcome the next one.
For Yumi. Now I'm going to talk about the Department of Foreign Language. What characteristic we need to process major foreign language? The first characteristic is courage. The Department of Foreign Language isn't as frightened as we think. The direction of it is different. Most people don't regard language as a skill. It's just a tool. So we must have courage to support what we choose. Second, patience. We must. We will have to study many contemporary literature and classic literature. We seldom studied it in senior high school, so we must have patience to support difficult vocabulary and long articles. And the third one is the ability of improvers. The upperclassman said that he has read many articles which told that the social science track must have the ability of impressive, and the Department of Foreign Language especially needed. As I mentioned earlier, language doesn't regard as a skill, it's just a tool. So that's why the Department of Foreign Language especially need the ability of improvise. And then I'm going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of managing the English literature. Advantage. The first advantage is realizing the source of language, and it makes study more smooth and have it more interesting in language. The second, he can learn many literature such as William Shakespeare's Hamlet or Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice and so on. And third, we can learn not only English but also many different languages such as Spanish, German, Korean, Japanese, and so on. Be proficient in more than English and mother tongue can make you have more competitiveness when you enter workforce. And then disadvantage, people who has excellent academic performance also has quite good English, and which we studied in college, the literature and the source of language actually don't improve our applied English. So you must have other technical abilities. And then we give to Wu Lü.
Okay, now let's go into the tips of learning English. Most of us are still learning English, and the most annoying thing is memorizing vocabularies. And here are some tips from him. Let's look at the word demonstrate. Does anybody know what demonstrate means? Hello? Okay, it's a word from Sami textbook. And actually it has 4 meanings. 显示、展示、表露、示威. So you can just memorize the word and you have 4 kinds of ways to use it. So next time you can try to figure out all of the meaning of a word. And next, how to memorize a word. We can use the prefix and the root or the suffix. So demonstrate had already been separated into different parts. So let's look at the red one first. That means away, down, no. And mom means warning and remind. And the green one, AT, that the word became a verb. So next time when you see a whole new word and you don't know what it means, you can try to separate it into different parts. And to expand your vocabulary, you can use part of speech. And let's do. Hong Yu Tongxue, can you read it?
Demonstrated, demonstratable, demonstrator.
Okay, stop.
Demonstration, demonstrative.
Okay, these words are all similar to demonstrate, but look at their bottom. they are different. So it changed into noun or adjective, and you just need to have change some word in the bottom. Yeah. And another good way to improve your expand your vocabulary is use the synonyms like establish, demo, manifestable, show. Yeah, they are all same meaning with demonstrate. So why don't you just memorize them in one time? But he said the most important thing is to connect English with life. How to connect? We can read some news. We can read CNN, Taipei Times, or BBC News. They are all good news to read. And we can make use of media. You can do some dramas, videos, and music. And maybe you can follow some YouTuber. And it's a good way to improve our English. Not only it can connect English with life, but also it can improve our listening and reading skills. And now let's welcome Li Ji to make an end.
Thank you, Wu Lü. Now I'm going to talk about the upperclassman hopes to spread his English to spread to others. So we make a slogan for him: English as education, equal life. He wants his future students to be interested in English and let makes English a part of your life. Thank you for listening.